Let us begin slowly. Huh? Yeah, I hope that was right. Anyway, welcome to Contradiction. Spot the Liar. An FMV adventure game from a modern era. A rare thing to behold, that's for sure. And we're here to investigate the murder of one Kate Vine in jolly old England town, starring Inspector, Detective, whatever he is, Jenks. Now, we got a few prime suspects here. Well, the only suspects so far. But let's give some background here, what happened in the last stream, in case you don't want to catch up. And by the way, if audio or game level is too low, just let me know. And I'm also eating cake, so that might sound disgusting, but whatever. It's all ASMR. It's all content. The whole life is content. So a girl has been murdered in this sleepy little town. And is most likely connected to a weird cult/business pyramid scheme course. Whatever the fuck called Atlas that's operating here, as you can see. You can't see the cursor, but whatever. And yeah, the Atlas are a bunch of what I can only describe as crazy libertarians who are engaging in some weird rituals. Now the suspects are Simon, a dude who seems to be very into the cult, but so far feigns innocence and seems like a normal person. There's his girlfriend Emma, who had an affair with the leader of the cult, Ryan, who's a slimy little prick. Then there's Ryan's wife, Rebecca, the bartender, and then there's a cool stoner guy, James, who just dropped us a huge bomb, claiming that there was already a cult operating in this town called Third Eye. Don't you know about Third Eye, man? They're everywhere. They're in the government, they're in the Hollywood. Yeah. Anyway, it's all just a bunch of business CEOs, you know, doing their evil deeds as usual. But yeah, the one I'm pegging as the most likely suspect is Simon, which I don't know why. He doesn't have a motive really, but he seems the most shady. What I think is happening is, I'm probably wrong, I'll probably be disproven later, is that the cult leader Ryan had an affair, which probably would reflect poorly on him. So he somehow brainwashed, because they talked about brainwashing and shit before. He somehow brainwashed Simon to carry out the murder for him. Now, and Simon doesn't know anything, so that's why he's acting all innocent, like, oh, I don't know. That's my theory. Yeah, I got my cake. I got my brain power here. I got Inspector Jenks, who's always been my bro. Let's go ask people about Third Eye. I do like the fact that there's a easy way to travel between locations using this handy map here. And I haven't had any UI bugs so far, even though I heard that would happen. So yeah, prime suspect, Simon, you shady son of a bitch. What do you gotta say for yourself? But of course I will go through the window instead.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
A few more questions, would you mind? I always like how he starts his dialogue. So yeah, we only have one option, so let's do it.
Have you seen this?
This.
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
Don't disrespect James, he's a bro.
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy.
I mean, true,
He thinks that
but...
the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
You mean he's based? Hello. Nice to see you. Okay, well... and everything James says is sus, so let's just abandon this thread and go talk to Simon.
Probably be back later.
How are you doing this fine evening, by the way? I'm doing great. That's why I decided to stream. Simon, I know you've been brainwashed to commit murder. That's my theory. Like, the cult leader brainwashed this guy to murder the girl. I'm pretty sure, but Who knows?
Have you seen this before?
Could you possibly tell
Is
me?
this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What
You
do
support
know
James.
about all this? A third eye?
What
I think
do you-
you're called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever
It's
is...
third eye, fool.
So you hadn't heard about third eye?
No, sorry.
Well, that doesn't really give us much to go on. So what we need to do is, in case for the people who weren't here last time, the people are giving us answers, and we need to find if they're contradicting something that they said before.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Drinking beer after a long day like a real working man. Mikään ei piristä niinku perjantai-olu. Too many people are not gonna get that. You sound like a real manly man. I would like to meet you someday. Alright. Let's, instead of this, go to Atlas. Ryan, that son of a bitch, will probably answer more of our inquiries. Oh, it's Thursday today, not Friday. I'm totally lost.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Liam seemed happy. Well, as happy as we can be in this town in jolly old England.
What do you know about this? Not
I love this guy's
so
acting.
You've never
It's
seen
just,
this before. You don't know anything
it's so
about
purposeful.
third eye.
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols.
Try harder, Ryan.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I believe that's bullshit because this. Good thing I remember what I did last time, because usually I always forget these things after the first time. But this, you can't see my cursor, but if you see the third eye symbol with the moons and the circle in the middle, that has appeared before in these masks. So you use these masks on the course, or symbol not used on the course, but anyway, he knows the symbol, and yet doesn't recognize any of the symbol. Ryan? Oh, aha!
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then
That
you
one
claim
dude
you
from
don't know
LA Noir.
anything about the symbols on the flyer.
They
It's
was
on the
working on the
CV.
tires.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes.
I love LA Noir, actually. It's quite
So
fun.
what did you know about third eye?
Not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
Except,
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
I mean, yeah, clearly, but not much that I can do about that, really. Really? So you only know what you heard about third eye, and yet, you say Simon doesn't ride a bike. So how do you explain that? Okay, fine. Okay, so we need to ask more people about third eye, I guess.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
This has been a straightforward detective story so far, but I really want for, some supernatural shit to just start happening. Jinx's third eye opens. Oh, what's this? Hello, Kyle.
Do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave
This guy attacked us in the woods before. Or they reused the same actor. I love that smile. They reused the same actor and they didn't care. That was way too suspicious, though. Maybe they just wanted to hide that option from me so I wouldn't do that for no reason. What an annoying part about this game. Excuse me. Drink some water. One annoying thing about this game is that there are some parts where you just have to go to the places that you've already been to before, just because something might be happening here that didn't happen at a different point in time. That's really a problem with, the adventure game genre, or the adventure game gender, to quote Eminem. He changed the whole gender of rap music, okay? Wow. And the fact that now I'm facing that way, so I need to go there, very annoying. Okay, fine, there's nothing here. Nice footage. In that. Let's go to the pub. Give us some crisps, please. Let's just check the restaurant real quick, because, no? Nothing? Yeah, this, very busy restaurant, as you can hear. And clearly you can see that as well, you know. I think I got that in the menu there. Beef, clot, close, pen seller? No idea. Can't read that shit. Bing!
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
It's unlikely Rebecca would know about Simon's bike. How do you know, game? Okay. Ah, I haven't actually asked her about Liam either.
What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a
the suicide
band,
Liam.
or
You know, old
something.
Liam's suicide.
No, Black Stone.
Oh.
Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes.
That's
at
probably
weekends
why
when
he
I
killed
played.
himself, you know.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
You know, he played gothic rock. Okay. Is there anything that contradicts this? Has she said anything about, oh, we don't let people play here, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we let them play here? I'm gonna say no. I don't remember anything like that, so...
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Oh?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast
You mean
spells
he's a
in the
smart,
woods. He's not exactly a
charming
silly
young
person.
man? He smokes
And,
gallons of
he's
weed every
involved
day.
with growing cannabis.
Oh,
Really?
Well,
really?
don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all?
Oh, I better put him to jail for life.
None at all.
Smoking cannabis? Oh, fuck the murder investigation. We have a real crime boss on our hands. Smoking cannabis, the wacky tobacco. Well, I never. Okay, James casts spells in the woods. I like the way she just. He's a larper. No, he's an actual wizard. Heard James grows cannabis. Was there something about? Doesn't take any drugs or medicines, and yet you know that James grows cannabis. What's that about? Yeah, that's
Okay, that's it for now.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, you should call the chief. Fine. Oh yeah, I should probably do that like every time the clock moves forward, as it tends to do in our lives. The never-ending ticking of the clock. It's showtime. Hello, Bolo. Here for some more jinx. Here to talk about the real criminals, the ne'er-do-wells of this world. The CEOs, the politicians. And there was a third one that I forgot.
Tell me what you know, Jenks.
I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment, to be honest, sir.
Oh wait, no, I don't want any hints.
Oh, really? Did I mention the student in the woods?
I think this is mandatory to do,
Rather
to be honest.
obnoxious student carving a devil sign into a tree.
Yeah, that prick.
Turned out Atlas used the symbol Simon.
I found my dad who left my mom when she was
It's to
pregnant.
do with the phrase they use on the course.
Damn,
the
Bolo, that's
three
a
freedoms.
big bomb to
Ryan
drop.
said he came up with it.
The three what?
The three freedoms.
Did you-
It's about getting rid of your past, or
It's none of my business, but since you started it, did you get into contact with him?
Have you found out any more about that?
no.
Did you
not
find
really.
out any news about him?
Find out what you can about this cult. Who ran it, where they were based. Find out what Ryan Rand knows about it particularly.
Yeah, Ryan
Chief,
Rand,
I'll call
the
later.
slimy scumbag. Found his Facebook. Damn. That is heavy. Have I been here yet? Nothing to investigate. So yeah, we need to... There must be a contradiction somewhere. Well, probably Ryan, because he's a scumbag. You made a new friend? That's nice. You can never have enough friends. Like, if they're like actual friends, not just
few more questions,
people
please.
that you know.
Thank you.
Not that there's anything wrong with that either. Okay, this guy, I mean, we know he's a liar. Everyone's a liar. The game is called Spot the Liar. But how can we prove that he's a liar? Only knows what he heard about Third Eye. Never came into contact with Third Eye. Yeah, we got the one contradiction here right in the beginning, but kind of been stuck since then. So, I mean, do not join this dangerous cult. You said it, James. Anything here? Never bought a freedom necklace. Salvia divinorum. Has no interest in drugs. Probably, actually, I'm pretty sure maybe he doesn't have anything anymore. Kate's driving license was found on the bank near the lake. Bank of the lake near Kate's body with a piece of tape attached. I've seen that tape
Thank
before.
you. Probably be back later.
Actually. Pub. Investigate behind the pub. That wasn't even a British accent anymore. That was something totally different. Yeah, this... Wait, we can't see it. Okay, might have been my imagination, but I've seen that tape on a win. Like it was used to fix that broken window or something. Could be wrong. Okay. Who is the liar? I'm gonna say this guy again. Like he's my main suspect.
Please.
Doesn't know anything about Third Eye. Thing is, there's nothing really that could contradict that. We haven't really had a chance to discuss this in detail yet. Let's see. Where was the... I love that every time.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
I just wanted to see that yet again. He just shows that to everybody. Come on now. The contradiction should more logically be about this Third Eye shit. But
Thank you. Probably be back later.
they don't, nobody really talks about it. And we just caught James in the biggest lie last time. That's what started this whole business. So let's talk with him a bit more, although
if you don't mind.
pretty sure he's been... Yeah. I don't think there's a thread we can pull here. Got another gun placate? Oh. You mean to say Gundam? Okay, yeah, here's all the contradictions that we got on the brown color. Any other drugs? Well, I mean, there's the cannabis business, but didn't find any of that. Both my cat and my dog are in the background, so they might be playing with each other, making all sorts of wacky noises. Gunpla means Gundam plastic model? Oh, yeah. Of course, makes sense. Ah. Yeah.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay, Ryan. Ryan is the fucking prick. Yeah, we caught him in the lie, but the chief even told us to like pressure him a bit more. I mean, he is the... I'm assuming he's the main antagonist, although we haven't talked to his daddy-o
Ask about a few more
yet.
things, please.
His father. Does keep any medicines on site?
Be back later on if that's okay.
Just I'm gonna check something real quick before I talk to him though. Like, is there any place in here in Atlas that I can check out? No. Okay. So...
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Okay, so... hasn't suspected she had any emotional problems. I mean, she was drunk, but that's not really an emotional problem. That's a way to cope with emotional problems. Has never seen the license before. Okay, wait. Simon's homebrew keeps coming up for some reason, even though it has never been used for any sort of contradictions. Bird and Cage simply used in the course, had never bought a freedom necklace. Has seen students wear the necklace. Knows about the window, but not how it got broken. Told to get the tape over it. Isn't this the tape? Nah, it's kind of flimsy. Can't throw anybody in jail for that. This isn't LA Noire. Yeah, LA Noire had some pretty freaky logic at points, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was a point in LA Noire where just interrogating like his main suspect's wife and asking like, what size shoe does your husband wear? And the wife is like, very distressed, might I add. The wife says like, oh, size 8, I guess. And then you can show the size 9 shoes you found in the bedroom. Like, aha, caught you. It's size 9. You're going to jail for lying. Like, come on. Who remembers like their spouse's shoe size while being interrogated by some crackpot? Leaves look like chopped tea bags. Doesn't know anything about plants. Suggested Rebecca would know. Rebecca might be a thread that we need to pull. His background in psychology. You say you have a background in psychology, and yet you didn't suspect any emotional problems? Well, you're a pretty shitty psychologist, but I guess that is still a possibility. This isn't the kind of thing that you can just brute force, and that would be a bit boring anyway, because there's so many options. Right. Doesn't know how the finger symbol could be used.
Thank you. Probably.
But is there something? There must be a contradiction somewhere. Okay. I think I was pretty thorough with this, so... In through the window.
A few more questions, please.
I think she already confessed, like, you know, to the whole affair thing. That was a pretty big bomb to drop, so I don't think she's hiding anything else. Doesn't believe anything James says. Yeah, she seems to have a pretty negative opinion of James so far.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Wait, I totally missed the chief conversation though. Spaced. Sure. I don't want to see it cheat. Fuck that.
Tell me what you know, Jenks.
I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment, to be honest, sir.
Anything else happened?
Not really. Did I mention the student in the woods? A rather obnoxious student.
Yeah, the guy we saw in Atlas before.
Turned out Atlas used the symbol. Simon Thompson explained it. It's to do with a phrase they use on the course, the 3 freedoms.
Yeah.
Ryan said he came up with it.
The 3 what?
The 3 freedoms. It's about getting rid of your past.
Yeah, not feeling guilty about things such as murdering.
Stuff James Wilson was going on about. Have you found out any more about that?
No, not really.
Well, do a bit of research. Find out what you can about this cult.
I'm trying. Chief, I'm trying. You gotta give me more time, Chief.
About it particularly.
Okay, Chief, I'll call later.
Righto.
No. Not entirely helpful. Okay, so... Anyway, Simon?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Come on now. I think the student in that was Kyle. Doesn't know anything about third eye. And once I know something about third eye, a third eye will just open on my forehead. I just want that to happen at some point. Jenks just gains the third eye and becomes all-knowing, an all-knowing god. Never tried any other hallucinogenic drugs. Or have you? No, probably not. Didn't know anyone had heard about him. I think student have an useful purpose. Nobody knows anything about this.
Thank you.
Shit.
Probably be back later.
Extremely frustrated with that. That there's nothing really that we can use. And we talked to pretty much everyone, unless there's some kind of clue that we just completely missed. But I don't think so. Come on, Ryan, you. I caught you in one lie. That was easy enough.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Who knows what you heard about Third Eye? We came into contact with Third Eye. Open your mind. Black Mirror himself. Black Mirror doesn't believe in anything supernatural now. Used to read about black magic and satanic rituals. Liam seemed happy. Just like Kate, huh? Background in psychology. Come on now. Okay. Fine.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Do we have to use the cheat? I feel like if it doesn't get anywhere, we might have to resort to doing something unforgivable. But I mean, if it just gets us forward, then whatever.
A few more questions, if you don't
I
mind.
think if we cannot, we might be able to finish this game today in this 2-hour stream. But if not, I'll, finish it on Sunday, and if I do, then Sunday can be another game development stream. James Wilson's a fantasist. Cast spells. Sounds pretty cool to me. Didn't know Liam very well. Oh, really? Free, please, people again. How guilt. No truth to the flyer. Cannabis. Doesn't take any drugs or medicine, but hurt cannabis? Okay. Probably wouldn't have contradiction in the same
okay.
box. So, whatever. Let's just, man, I'm really... Okay, well, that's a little bit, Come on now. That is a little bit, but okay. Let's take a look at that flyer. I mean, it doesn't even really say that they're at the... Third Eye are grooming and controlling students' minds to make money from wealthy and corrupt businessmen. That's... Sounds like what this atlas is probably doing also. They pretend to be able to improve your life, but in fact they will rob your identity and use barbaric methods like ECT to wipe your memories and destroy your personality. They base it... Okay, yeah, it does say that. Cool. So you say you don't know anything, Ryan. So, okay, I need to actually read these clues more thoroughly. Okay, that's it.
Couple more questions, if that's
No
okay.
more hints. you never come into contact with Third Eye, but yet, somehow, you were in the village hall at the same time.
According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it?
Was it? Whatever do you mean? Whatever do you mean?
Free to be free,
Inspector?
while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well,
Well, I'm afraid I
oh my god.
haven't been entirely honest with you,
The
Inspector.
revelations, they just keep on coming.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious from the get-go.
Is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything
Oh
to
my
do with
god.
it. When I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another.
But this guy just keeps tripping.
James bloody Wilson started distributing his
Trying to get the truth out there that...
No choice. Just enter.
You had to change the name.
We'd
I bet
already
James
paid
Wilson
the
is a
family
member of that
$1,000,000
evil gang
for
Antifa.
But then James and his cronies think.
Yeah, his cronies.
So we had to close down. Buy a new place. Rebrand. So eventually,
I want Jenks and James.
here,
As Atlas.
Sorry, I'm eating.
as Atlas.
Jenks and James just team up and start fighting demons and businessmen together. And demons and businessmen, same thing.
But he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James would
It was
know
actually
you were now running
not
a
about
course.
slavery at all.
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brain...
Only like 60%.
I'm afraid that
Evil
exists
laugh.
only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge
Really?
their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? A course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector.
There's gonna be some demonic chanting involved.
Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right.
Daddy, no. Now is not the time, Daddy.
All right. See you later. That was Dad.
Oh, he was.
Go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Papa's boy.
Have a chat.
Come with me.
Ooh! Damn. So fast, like, we just started 7 p.m. Not so long ago.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual.
Ryan, if you didn't want me to investigate you, then stop talking like a stereotypical villain.
Just coming. He's through here.
Oh, look at it! He's sweating! He's terrified. Oh no.
Whom do I owe the pleasure?
Holy shit.
Inspector Jenks, I am investigating a death in the village. I believe...
If you look at British in the dictionary, then this guy shows up.
Oh, I thought all this
The
was
final
done,
boss.
Inspector. You do know
Contradiction.
that mine was a gherkin short of a Big Mac.
What?
You do now, Father. You must forgive my son.
A gherkin short of a Big Mac.
He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more
Forgive
questions,
my
if you don't mind.
What I do
bothersome
mind, I'm a very
son.
busy man. Try asking an intelligent question.
Oh shit.
Like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind?
Yeah, that seems to happen with your students. I don't know, you should probably look into that.
Centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays.
We'll see about
so
that.
I can't give you any hard information.
That's as
Give him
well-
the devil horns right away.
As is. But if you want my opinion,
I think this guy is like a
quite happy.
famous actor from a show called Red Dwarf, I believe.
Okay, thank you.
Like semi-famous from like the 80s or something.
Wow, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock
This
already.
case has to be solved before midnight, or else, I don't know. Anyway, first things first.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
No, I'm just rocking
Well,
out.
it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause.
I thought Ryan said...
Really? Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree.
That douchebag
I told him
Kyle.
to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
Public property? Nonsense, it should all be private.
Public liberty. Does that carry a fine?
Yeah.
Oddly enough,
This is the leader of the
question raised a
libertarians.
similar point. Is that something you encourage?
The
on
true
your Atlas
antagonists of
We encourage
contradiction.
people to put ideas first and moral anachronisms second. The problem with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Oh.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still...
Things such as murder should be allowed.
I abide by it. We all
If poor people didn't want their stuff to be stolen, I mean,
because of the threat.
why do we need police anyway? It's not like poor people have anything to steal from anyway. Fuck that up. Okay, let's ask about the real questions now.
Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's
Wow.
fingers in it.
Everything this guy says is so cool. Doesn't know about Simon's homebrew. Probably won't be important later.
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
The guy's... Okay, fair enough. The guy's sitting there like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
How
Okay.
well did you know?
From the beginning.
Hardly knew it at all.
Daddy Atlas is indeed
Met
the
her a few
worst.
times.
At least he's more charming. He's not as slimy as Ryan.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday.
What was that?
I just popped out of the course and
What I miss? We're talking to the
about 7.
Did you speak to
final
her?
boss of all the British people.
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
The British libertarians. When he was like around 7 p.m. Friday, that was a red flag. But we need to unlock more dialogue options
Do you
to
know if Kate had lost this?
contradict that.
It's her driving license.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere.
No.
No. Okay.
Have you seen this before?
I like.
Looks familiar.
I want to
Why
be
did you find
interrogated
it?
by this.
It was, in the woods.
You know, ACAB and all that, but
Presumably had
Inspector
something
Jenks,
to do with Kate or
that's a man I can trust.
her killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case of contamination?
Too late.
I didn't have one with me, unfortunately.
Well, don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours.
You might not like the results of the test. Alright.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes. on the
Have you seen
force.
this man?
Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
Sure.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule.
Free
I think
themselves
I
from the
will
sins they
once
have
as a
committed
present.
and reborn
Not,
as business
Kate, by any
people.
chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday
Oh.
present, maybe for one of the students.
It was for Emma.
Which student?
I
But
have no idea.
she wasn't a student though. She just came to the course once. He insists he didn't buy it for Kate. What if he wanted to? Ooh, but I thought so. Both Atlas men were with Emma, were there? Or I don't know. This father was like, "Oh, my son thinks that he can pleasure a woman. I'll show him." Okay. It's doubtful that Paul would know anything about going out the pub. Yeah, he doesn't go to the pub. He's way too fancy for that.
What do you know about this?
Oh, he didn't put it on his face.
You don't recognize it.
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch
Oh,
mask.
what?
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch
Yeah, I feel like
is
this
a
guy
fancy
probably didn't
dress
get his hands dirty, but
outfitters.
for sure he manipulated the events somehow. Oh, interesting. From Monarch Costumes, Ryan uses the shop. Ah, that clock in the background. It's giving me nightmares. Okay, moving on.
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
Or
You didn't
ever.
hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
Should I care? I have an important business to attend to. Sips booze. Okay.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed by an agency.
Yeah. So far,
And when was that?
tracks.
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
What? What was that? Don't think that's true. But we'll get into that.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
Ah, put it away!
It's a scrying
Mirror shoots a beam of energy at him that melts his
I
face.
used one.
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
I don't believe in
So you have
Satan.
no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No,
I'm a
Does the
businessman.
Atlas course use them at all?
not at all. Strange question.
So they summon demons to, you know, be more, to be better at, I don't know, stealing wages from employees, destroying the environment. Alright.
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas
Can you
phrase
tell
free
me?
to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
Ryan. Oh, yeah, from Simon, actually.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
Yes.
What is your objective, if you don't mind?
Oh, world domination, all that.
Do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that
What if-
most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs.
Oh my god, I'm not reading that out loud.
Guilt cripples people.
That's gonna be clipped.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt.
I mean,
comes
they're
from
libertarians,
the
you know, it
archaic
tracks.
Emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril. I'm sorry, Inspector. My house appears to be haunted. Do you mind closing the door?
This guy is just, you know, using his power on us. Holy shit.
So,
Demonstrating
you
his magic
believe
abilities.
that guilt has no place in business.
None at all.
Oh.
I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
I should be able to
And
destroy
what if
whoever
you
I want.
have done something wrong.
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
I think that door was like a I'll take that they just decided to roll with. I want to believe that at least.
Know what this is, by any chance?
I have no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes
Oh?
to feel superior.
Oh, he's a misogynist as well.
Would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Okay.
Why was that?
Well,
I mean, why not?
she isn't exactly housewife material.
This isn't the 1950s,
Like Ryan.
Paul.
Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
I am pulling the strings. Okay.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector.
Business
I
is
have
my
no
drug.
enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
I'm pretty sure you have like
And you've never seen
alcohol
anyone on
lying
the
all
coast.
over the place, but you know.
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly. We don't allow drugs or alcohol in our
Yeah, that's
course.
what Ryan said,
We like
but
to tell students that success is the
Oh,
best drug.
there we go.
Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
Being rich is the true objective in life.
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took
Liam
his
Max
life.
Suicide?
Oh,
Oh, that.
well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died? And afterwards?
What?
You didn't see him after
Oh.
the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk or possibly
Being
because
drink.
of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk.
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand
But I.
contained whiskey and-
Bottle in his hand. But I thought you didn't allow
Lots of
drugs or
similarities to
alcohol.
Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression, is that normal for the
You
students?
lying
People
fuck.
come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they
We
might
got
have
him.
liked, sometimes
Bring in the SWAT team. We got
their
him.
impatience gets the better of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So, Liam had been drinking all night at the seminar, and yet you don't allow drugs or alcohol inside? Explain that. Ha 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 ha.
So if you don't allow drink
That was pretty
or
easy,
drugs
though.
onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Because, don't tread on me and all that.
We did give him various warnings. Did try to stop
That's
him,
why we didn't stop him from killing himself either,
But you let him stay
It's against
on
our
course?
philosophy.
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules.
I mean,
If
they're
they
gonna
pay their fees,
enforce their own rules.
they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe oil.
Yeah, you can drop your Discord.
Paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at
Should
Atlas?
make a server at some point again.
Is there a kitchen?
Maybe take it less seriously this time.
Well, obviously,
Last time there was
you
too much
wouldn't lie
pressure
if what I'm
about
saying
the
is
whole
true.
Of course I wouldn't.
trying to run a server thing.
It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
Oh. I keep them in my
Whether
private
I find
chambers.
alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't
I'm
particularly
gonna check that out.
relevant. But it's worth a look anyway.
Thank you, Bolo, for dropping the Discord. I can add you. Okay, one more question. But I feel like we already got this guy dead to rights.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you?
What?
James,
Also, the subtitles didn't
our
really match that
local
either.
Minister for Propaganda.
Oh,
I suppose
so
Ryan already told you
I
about
see.
our actual
Comparing him to
previous
Goebbels to try to make yourself
He
seem better,
explained,
huh?
Yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
You know, turning people into slaves and all that.
These things happen.
Was it your idea?
People kill themselves all the time in our course.
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. As my son had started to atrophy,
What?
I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And third eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death
Okay.
didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about...
Slimy Leader Girl always tells you about how you should pay your landlord
Blame
extra.
the wandering Paul. Two
You should
students
thank them
in 2
for
years.
allowing
It's called a coincidence, Inspector.
you to pay them rent.
I expect they had fast food also.
You should lick their
But you're not
boots.
investigating all the local chippies, are you?
Chippies. Liam's death was unavoidable. Alright, let's take a look at that secret
Okay, that's it for
cabinet
now.
at
Thank
Atlas.
you.
But I'll be back.
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Final boss. Let's go. Gonna start hearing boss music next time I enter his house. So let's take a look if we'll find something. Oh, here we
The
go.
kitchen must be down the corridor
Yeah,
there if what
thanks,
Paul says
Jinx.
is true.
I figured that out. Get out the magnifying glass. Oh. Come on. Did you really have to show this whole thing?
Interesting. Well, there's a TV right there with a DVD player. I don't think anyone will mind if I have a quick look at this.
Yeah, just take that DVD marked XXX, you know. Yeah. What could it be? Is Ryan's sex tape we're gonna look? He's just like nervously sweating and stuttering the whole time. Nothing actually happens. Try a DVD from the pile. Well, that's convenient. Atlas Life Skills Training. It's just a bunch of white noise. After you watch this video, you'll get a call, and Jesus. It's marching over there like fucking Hitler.
Freedom, true freedom, means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed.
Gonna get banned from Twitch with the XXX DVD.
Self-criticism, self-doubt.
Too naughty for Twitch.
Guilt.
I mean, look at him. He's got his shirt open and everything. This is pretty naughty
These are
already.
not virtues. These are sins. Born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness
Jesus Christ.
by governments and religions through the ages, with the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us.
Stopping the
from achieving
US.
the same success, happiness, and freedom
I love
enjoyed
America.
at the very pinnacle of society.
I wanna believe that he's actually just giving this speech to an empty room.
That common
And the applause was just
morality
coming from the tape.
is nothing more than the cynical creation of an elite desperate to stay in power. An elite held
You're so
bent on
close,
preventing
Ryan.
you from reaching your full potential.
You're a millionaire. You're the
Guilty
elite.
for pursuing success.
Dumbass.
But the good news is that you can take back control.
If you pay us a monthly
Can
fee
become the success you deserve to be.
and recruit 2 other people, you will
Atlas
become
will give you a unique and powerful advantage.
a business pro.
Life in all its technicolor glory can be yours. All that you have to do is
This guy's a
to
pretty
stay,
good actor as well.
embrace it, enjoy it.
Just like Jenks, he's threading the line between campy and serious.
Welcome to Atlas.
Wow, he even got the transition here. Ryan knows how to use Adobe Premiere. Anymore? This guy gives me the same vibe as those super misogynist pickup artists do. Yeah, totally. You can take back your control. Like that's exactly the kind of rhetoric that they use. The government is trying to stop you from having sex with many people. Like, is this the same shit again? Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming. They would have some sort of indication that it's different. Anything else in here? No? Alright. He definitely runs of women posting their L's account on Twitter. Just as a rule, don't follow any ex posting their L's accounts. They're always like fucking hateful. Now, posting their W's account, those are the ones to follow. Ryan?
Let yourself go.
Oh, sorry. What?
Feel your soul lifting.
Now we shall summon the Elder God
Then wait for the moment to break free.
when Cthulhu appears to devour all of the sinners, and only us business people will be able to.
Could you come back later, please?
What's going on here?
What's all this then?
Please leave.
Sorry, Ryan, there's a few more questions I have to ask you yet.
A few more questions, if you please.
It's ticking by.
Does the devil horns. What if I do this? Said everyone in the room. I'm guessing I probably won't be able to talk to him until summoning John Lennon back from hell. Oh, jeez.
What on earth was that about? Looked like they were
Trying to
burning
get
woolen dolls.
consultation
A
from
woolen
Ronald
doll
Reagan.
burning ceremony. What a very
Oh,
odd
Master,
course
bless
this
us with your wisdom. Trickle down economy. Ah, well, that's convenient. a garage opener, or as we call it in the UK, the car plonker. I don't know. What was that, by the way? Remote control lock. Remote control lock for some sort of lock was found outside the Atlas Training Center. Could it possibly, perhaps, maybe, open that garage door that we saw? Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, there's a car in here too. Yeah, the key to succeeding in business is to
So, those are Ryan's
let the poor
guitars,
people die.
kept in a garage. Not
Oh, garage.
the best place to keep them.
That's what they call it in the UK. Ryan's guitar collection. Doll burning ceremony. We have so many clues here. I'm a true inspector. But I can't talk to Ryan. I think. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So... Alright. Because the time passed, I'm also gonna check everything again. Real quick. Nothing here. Or here. Except those people are still out there. What are you doing? This is a murder site. Nope. Wrong one yet again. Come on now. Continue the path and... nothing. Alright. I get the picture. I mean, who better to talk to about this than the wife? The puppet master, apparently.
A few more questions, please.
Yeah, why did you marry that guy? He and his father are very slimy, you know. But first...
What do you know about doll burning at Atlas?
Only that it's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens for him.
Yeah. My husband came, asked me to make a dozen dolls.
He's practically dyspraxic.
Dyspraxic? You know, just made these creepy dolls for him, a dozen of them. Didn't really ask why, you know. Assumed that he knows. Hey. My dog wants to play with the cat. He's running around like crazy, so he gets some nice ambient noise. I'd say let them play.
Play the guitar.
I thought he was dyspraxic.
He does keep wasting money on them, though. I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix.
That's the first time I saw it written like J-I-M-M-Y.
In his room, as long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
Excuse me. Let's Ryan play, quote, in his room. Am I right, fellas? But I thought he was dyspraxic, so how can he play the bloody guitar? I mean, I guess, you know, doesn't stop him from trying, so that's not a contradiction. But if Ryan wastes money on guitars... Okay, I feel like the dyspraxic thing... Oh, yeah, what about this?
Do you know anything about this?
Wait, why? What did you see? Oh,
No,
that's not my ass.
Ask Ryan.
Yeah, that was Ryan's ass. Clearly I can recognize that. Okay, but, okay, Ryan being dyspraxic seems like a thing that we should have found out earlier. I mean, he's always looking... He's kind of a loser, actually, to be honest. He's always nervous and under the control of his, like, father, and can't even use his hands. He's not even the real villain in this game. Can I succeed in anything? Did she tell us anything about Ryan that we should know? Ryan had the poster designed. Yeah, can I even make a poster? Okay. Thinks the mask is Ryan's. It's not worth it to ask Rebecca. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Have we seen this before? It's a screwdriver. Not much of a conversation to be had from there. I cannot ask Ryan, but I can talk to Simon and Emma. Emma, would you mind opening the window? I'm gonna climb
Ask you a couple
in.
more things, please.
So,
What do
you know, since you were
about
fucking him and
Ryan's
all,
guitar
could you
collection?
tell me about the
I know he
guitars?
plays because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you
Oh.
play?
I used to.
Oh,
I used
cool.
to be in a band, but I was a singer as well.
Emma,
so
could you
I
play us a
quit.
tune?
Singer as well.
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night.
Oh,
But,
was it Blackstone?
Sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
Was that the Liam band?
Called?
It was called Blackstone,
It was!
and this guy from a record
Oh.
company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good.
Wow.
So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent.
Nice guy, Jigs. Okay, what about those freaky
What
dolls?
do you know about doll burning?
I don't think Emma is lying to
Is
us
in the
anymore.
course.
She seems very
Simon mentioned it.
upfront.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there.
No.
Well, maybe it's like Eleanor and they don't lie so so obviously anymore. Now wait a minute. Liam. Didn't know Liam very well, but you played in the same band as him? Hmm?
That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who
So
else
she
in
was
that?
lying.
Just a few people from college.
Including Liam.
Liam,
Yeah.
the
Why
self-killer.
did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Oh,
Did
oh,
you?
Emma.
No, I was.
I understand. She's
around
probably
holiday.
slightly
When he
upset
died.
about this
Yeah, I know
also.
Liam through the band.
I understand her
She
nervousness.
definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem. I'm not sure I believe you, Emma.
Thanks, Jenks, for spelling that out for us. Now, something about... Okay. Yeah, this is the... So she was on holiday when he killed himself, huh? But that's... Oh, that's not here. Yeah, it wasn't on holiday that night Liam died. Did we have anything to... Oh, yeah.
Have you seen this?
Do you recognize
before?
this? It's Ryan's ass.
Don't think so.
That's probably true. Simon would probably know since he's been on the course and everything. There is more to her, but what could it be? For sure, it's probably about this was on holiday the night Liam died. Because that's getting very specific. Only knew Liam through the band. Only through the band. Okay, sure. Played often at the pub. The pub. Okay,
Thank
I'll be
you.
back.
Probably be back later.
Just sit right there and don't move anywhere. Don't go to sleep or anything. First of all...
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a
Oh yeah,
rational
we do that
thing.
all the
It's,
time.
Getting rid of things that you don't need.
Ryan's wife has
Throw it
to
into
stay
the
up all
fire.
night to make
That's a good thing.
hundreds of dolls
Well,
for
yeah,
us.
it helps you getting rid of things you don't need, so you can move on, take control again.
Somehow I don't see this helping out for
They're just
business.
to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah. It's like self-hypnosis. We do it on the course sometimes. It's just to help you get into the right frame of mind.
So you hypnotize.
Sorry, I moved on mic. I don't know if that was a bad position or not for it. Maybe this is
Stare
better.
into a mirror and chant something. Just say the same thing over and over again.
Why?
Or you could just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
And that's safe.
Well, yeah. Hypnosis doesn't
Except for
work the way
Liam,
that most
you know,
people think it
sad
does.
thing.
You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized.
I was thinking we're using
you can learn to hypnotize
hypnosis or
yourself.
brainwashing or
What did you say
something.
it was called? Auto-hypnosis.
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, same thing really.
He's been hypnotized.
I think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about
Probably
this.
Ryan and Paul. Oh, but we cannot talk to Ryan, I think. Anyway.
What do you know about
That's your
Ryan's
pal
guitar
Ryan, you know, the one
Not a
who...
whole lot.
Oh, never mind. I'm
I
not
know
supposed to
he
tell
brought
about the
guitar
affair
to one of the
he had with your
groups
girlfriend.
once at the end of
Oh,
one of the
whoops.
stages. That's the only time I've seen him with a guitar.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't actually play because he's dyspraxic or whatever. Finally, whose ass is on this DVD?
This before.
No, that's...
Oh. No, sorry.
Yeah, probably he's telling the truth. He looked very sincere when he was saying that, but I know he's the killer. That bastard. Still no idea. I mean, yeah. The motive was that either Ryan or Paul hypnotized him to kill Kate to hide the scandal. Because she was the one who knew about the affair with Emma, although, I don't... yeah. Seems going a bit too far, but who knows. What am I listening to? Wait a minute, mirrors! Like the Black Mirror? Well, I guess... that wouldn't really work as a mirror, though, that's the thing. Alright, I'll be
That's all
back.
for the moment, thank you.
Back to the British villain guy. Paul Rand. Like, I'm sorry, but the...
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
the objectivist metaphors, like the references, they just write themselves. So your son had a DVD with XXX on it. Could you tell me a bit more about that?
Seen this before?
Oh, that disappointment of a son. It's been choking the
The
gecko
writing
in there
looks
again.
Familiar, but no.
All right. Nice glasses, by the way.
What can you tell me about...
I'm clicking way too loud, I think.
At Atlas?
Well, not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
I love this guy. Under the delusion.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Right.
I'm impressed with how many
Ryan
details he
couldn't
managed to fit
get
into that
tune out of
notebook.
a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay.
So why the
So
guitar?
he's never tried to go professional.
If he did
He wanted
try,
to be in
he's
Blackstone
never
with
gonna
Emma and
have
Liam. And then he killed Liam when Liam wouldn't accept him. It's all coming together.
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course
Not at all.
Excuse me.
anymore.
So how was it
Not
used?
anymore. Very specific.
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force to help students.
To
Did you
help
force them?
them.
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized.
Everybody knows that.
It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
Indeed. Such ominous music. So, auto-hypnosis is not used in the course anymore. But do we have something to contradict that? Probably not, actually. There's so many already. I can't keep track of all of this. I need a notebook like Jenks. Atlas doesn't use scrying on the course. Yeah, they use auto-hypnosis. Like, that's more scientifically valid, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Alright.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
We still haven't talked to our stoner friend. Jamez. Oh, I always walk past him. It's a ritual at this point. Why are you living in the... I mean, he's only living a few screens away from the fancy house.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Man, he probably doesn't know anything about this. But...
Seen this before?
Yeah, it's
What
porn.
is it? Do you recognize it? Should I?
This guy has a piercing gaze.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
There's many different kinds of doll burning, Jenks.
Oh, should it?
No, that's okay.
I think we got everything we can out of this guy, but the thing about adventure games is that you always have to try all the possible options.
Auto-hypnosis, James. Self-hypnosis.
Yeah?
I do it all the
What do
time.
you know about it?
It's another name for scrying.
Oh, wait a minute.
People call it auto-hypnosis,
Oh.
I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying
Damn.
scrying is just self-hypnosis?
So that contradicts the
Scrying.
thing that
You can scry on anything. I don't use a mirror.
Paul said.
I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
Well,
And when you're watching the water,
I see things.
you go into a trance.
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep,
The secrets of the universe start to
you
unravel.
get dragged down to the bottom.
Whoa.
As long as you stay swimming, come to the surface again.
Oh,
Then you wake up and see the world as it really is.
Jesus.
It's like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen. They'll think
But
you're
pretty cool to
okay,
smoke
aren't
weed
you?
with this guy.
What
Whoa.
makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Sold her.
Was she into
that's
using
right.
mirrors like that?
That's right. I think we
No
established
idea.
that before.
But she bought one.
Right.
Damn, we're getting into some. Okay, so you sold it to. Just a sec. Yes. Sold it. Ah, but you can't remember the last time you saw Kate, and yet you sold a mirror to her last year, so you do remember. Oh, that could have been happened before that, though. So that was a
Thank you. Probably be back
desperate
later.
pull, but still worth a shot. So now let's talk to Daddy Paul. See what he has to say. Daddy Atlas. Wait, what? Oh yeah, right.
Couple
Very
more
confusing.
questions, if that's okay.
You are there, but auto-hypnosis is not used on the course anymore, so it has been used in the past, and yet scrying is not used on the course? No, that wasn't it. God damn it.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Oh, so we can talk to. No. Damn, there's so many things that I haven't asked yet. Okay, we'll figure this out.
A few more questions, please.
No, I did ask him about the DVD. Let's recognize the DVD. Can we contradict that? I'm gonna say no. There's nothing so far, but
Thank you. Probably be back later.
so there are things that we haven't asked Rebecca and Emma yet. So let's just go through them all. Yeah, Emma definitely is hiding something, but I'm trying to think about that in the meantime, but I haven't come up with anything so far. Bing!
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Jesus Christ, Jenks, I have customers to serve. Stop coming here.
Do you know anything about hypnosis?
Anything
used on
at
the
all
Atlas
you can
course?
tell me about.
Sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
About
Not a
demons
lot.
and
But
third
if you want
eye.
someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Atlas
Why is
used
she so
persuasion
ominous?
techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector?
Oh shit.
Ever heard of advertising?
Isn't business actually just a violation of consent anyway? Atlas used persuasion techniques. Now, is that a contradiction? She doesn't seem to be very into Atlas, to be honest. So probably it's not. Or is it? Ah, there.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Come on now. Emma? Why did you claim to not know Liam and yet you were in the
A few
same
more
band?
questions, if you don't mind. Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever
Yes,
tried it?
Emma.
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it. She learnt it from when she went to Atlas.
Oh.
And what did she tell you about it?
Not a...
So evasive.
It helped her. I think she used it as a sort of self-meditation.
But I mean, that goes together with the mirror. So, you know, that's not actually a contradiction. Damn. Okay. Ah. Yes, she went there once, apparently. Although that seems less and less likely now, considering what we know. And how much she knows. She's never tried auto-hypnosis herself, or have you? Hold on a second.
Later on, if that's okay.
Oh, but he told us about the auto-hypnosis, so...
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Emma, one more thing. Why is this green, by the way? I'm not sure. Why did the night Liam died? Never tried auto-hypnosis herself, but you know how to use the mirror, or possibly, because so auto-hypnosis is the same as scrying, which is what this mirror is for. How would you know it doesn't work? But okay, I don't know, that felt like it could have been a contradiction. But you know, it's just Black Mirror, not really that connected to auto-hypnosis. No? Okay, this is just a desperate one. Yeah. So far we've been able to
Thank you.
Get
Probably be back later.
a couple contradictions out, but not as much as I would have hoped. Of course, there's the sweating slime ball over here. Whoa! Dude! Thought we were gonna have a boss battle here.
That's all they took. Must have been deliberate.
Oh, you
Really
bastards.
wanted that back.
I talked to
And
Paul
helpful
about
of
it.
them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Monarch costumes. You know this. You know about this. One of you Atlas people knows about this. And I don't particularly care for being bagged. There's been a bagging over there in the town of whatever this town's name is. I guess he is busy, huh? Yeah, I thought he was gonna murder me right there, and I would have had to like press a QuickTime event to get out of there. But he just wanted a DVD. So yeah, there are many things, I know. I didn't mean to even click that, so doesn't count. The dog's trying to steal my cake. He's very persistent. Can you tell me about
few
people
more
being
questions, if you don't mind.
bagged and mugged in the streets?
Have you seen this before?
No, I don't think so.
But you just told me about Monarch costumes. You
Is there
lying
someone
piece of
else
shit.
who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No, there's a cleaner.
Oh, he's getting
He's a
sleepy.
strange
He's old
child,
man.
But then, he's a strange boy.
What?
Work experience.
As a cleaner.
Well, we did try him in accounts, but didn't work out.
Is he being sarcastic right now? Is this one of that dry British wit that I've heard about? Anyway, don't know where the bag is from, but... Mask. So what's the deal with this, huh? Huh, Paul? Hmm?
Do you visit Monarch costumes a lot?
No, I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
And yet you
You do know
don't
the shop?
recognize the
Yes, of course I do.
bag from Monarch costumes?
I thought you
Paul,
said you didn't know.
are
where
you
this bag
possibly
was from.
drunk?
Maybe I do.
This
maybe I
was used
don't.
to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
By
Are you
what?
suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging?
Did you?
You really ask the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
That's
So why
nonsense.
did you
Anyway, have you
lie
tried
about
Simon's
the
home
shop?
brew?
Well, I I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know
What?
somebody who did.
Go on.
Did
Kyle.
Ryan mention Jason to you
Oh.
as a cleaner? Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed.
Oh,
from
this
the
sounds like
store.
bullshit.
So, when he saw you take
A
it,
very,
he simply thought
very
he was
over-eager
doing
cleaner.
us a favor by getting it back.
By
He isn't
almost
exactly
killing
what
me.
you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
So what's on the DVD
That's a great
that's so
insult.
special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little
Oh?
stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
What kind of stunt?
I pretended to steal from
What?
the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all
Just
about
pretended,
the
you know.
violence.
I didn't break the
Everything
law or
was
anything.
above board.
Steal from students? Why?
To teach
We were
them
doing a piece
that
about pushing
money
limits, so I
doesn't
decided
come from
I
nowhere. Doesn't grow on trees.
show them how it was done.
You have to
Don't
work
be
for money.
serious, Inspector.
Doing
I
work
tell
like
everybody's things
theft.
immediately afterwards, no harm done.
And exploitation.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Third eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died. as it
Oh?
happens. Before you ask. No. I didn't steal.
I just slipped some poison in his pocket.
Do you
And
think
killed
it's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul?
Talking to him like a naughty child.
Students to steal. Policemen are so literal. Life
I would
is
say we
shaped
should abolish the
by
police and replace
much
them
as the
with
force
robots.
might like it. It doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites. Now, if you don't mind, you're going to have to excuse me for a moment.
He's already stealing from them with his bullshit courses. He was already stealing from the society by being a rich, you know, rich fuck. Probably
So
didn't
he
pay
was
his
quick
taxes
enough to
either.
claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
Okay, I feel like we have enough to get Emma, but let's talk to Simon first. He's already been stealing my valuable time, I
Couple more
say.
questions, if that's okay.
Lying to me. Okay, first of all,
Seen this?
were you the one who
You
did
know
this,
the shop?
Simon?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year. I
You
think.
hired something
For a
from them.
party, I assume.
Yeah, something like that.
Another Britishism. Okay.
What do you know about Paul stealing money from
Good old
students?
Paul.
Part of a stunt or something?
What, did he do that? I've never heard about anything like that. No, it might be part of the risk-taking thing. though.
What? This is getting more and more...
Well, it's part of the course. You have to do something dangerous or risky, something you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, sure, like, it's not like
Well, not dangerous, just
having
just
more money
risky.
is not really
Like,
usually the issue.
saying
It's
something
like
you
the...
wouldn't normally say to someone, or doing something unusual.
When someone is
Like
obscenely
stealing
rich and
from
getting
other
their wealth
students.
only from...
We didn't do
by
anything like
underpaying
that,
their
but
employees or
you have to tell
cutting
everyone at the end
corners,
of the course anyway.
like throwing
You're not
trash
allowed
into
to
the
do
ocean, that kind of
anything
thing.
that would hurt or
Then it
offend
becomes
anyone.
quite a big of an
Or
issue.
You're not allowed to do anything really bad. It's
And
all
yeah, if they,
intent, really.
you know, pay back to society,
It's a
then
bit
that's
odd for a business course.
always
It
good.
works, though.
But to keep it simple, you know, eat the rich. We don't care about nuance here. Not allowed to hurt or offend others. Students aren't allowed to hurt or offend other students. Really? But... yeah, I guess there hasn't been anything that... you know... I would say stealing is kind of hurtful and offensive, but... yeah,
Thank you.
whatever.
We'll be back
Simon,
later.
I'm gonna catch you. Yeah, he only has like one so far, I think. Well, Emma has had like 3 or 4 already at this point.
Do you know the shop? Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
She's seeming more and more guilty, okay? Don't know if that's relevant or not.
What do you know about Paul Rand?
Paul the Slime.
You've obviously...
Paul the Slime.
Yes, I have.
What do you know about him committing a fake theft during one of the courses?
What, about him going through people's bags? Yeah, he tried that thing on me as well, weirdo.
What?
So you were at Third Eye?
Yes. Yes, I went there for a few months after college, and I
Okay.
left because I hated it.
But it's
And I
literally the
didn't
same
know
as
Atlas was
Atlas.
the same thing.
How did you not? How did you not know?
No, I didn't want to burst his bubble, so I...
You know, he's going to an evil
Same
cult, but I
thing.
didn't
So
want to
he
ruin
doesn't
it.
know
He
you
seems to be
went
having
third
fun.
No.
Ah, so is that where you met Ryan as well?
Yep.
Right. What didn't you like about the course?
Well, it was stupid. They just made you do things to other
independent
people and be
business is
abusive
fine.
just to prove that
Oh.
you could, and I absolutely hated it.
I thought they weren't supposed
Oh,
to be
just
abusive.
stupid things, nasty things to prove that you could do it. It was about not.
But yeah,
feeling
independent
guilty.
business is fine. Like, I mean,
It was horrible.
if
That's
you
why
make
I
a
left.
game by
Is
yourself
someone doing all of this stuff now?
and make money off it, then
No,
fine.
I think
no.
they had to stop because it was just getting
Great,
ridiculous.
that's an excellent
Somebody
thing.
got arrested or something.
Very interesting.
That was a lot of information to dump on us. But that was the night that Liam died. The night when Paul pulled the stunt. So that means... How is that possible? Emma?
So,
Aha!
you witnessed Paul's money-stealing stunt, is that right?
Yes.
But you weren't there when Liam died.
Except those happened on the same day.
Don't quite understand that, you see, because Paul pulled the stunt on the same night. Liam died later that evening.
I must have got mixed up.
So you don't know
You're going to
anything
jail.
about Liam's death. Even
Press
though you
X
were
to
there on
accuse.
that night.
No.
Emma,
Wee wee.
I think
Oh.
you better explain, don't you?
It was a stupid course, wasn't it?
She's a very good actor, actually.
Well, we were all told to do stupid things.
Which is
and-
funny because this game is so
and
campy, but then
that thieving thing happened, and so
Take a breath.
she seems legitimately distressed.
Liam killed himself because of me.
Oh.
Why?
Liam had a birthmark on the side of his face,
Okay.
and no one would mention anything, even though we all knew it was there.
And it was hideous and ugly and it smelled.
They all thought it was ugly. So I thought I'd say something.
Bullied to death. Oh no.
I even asked Paul if it was okay to say it.
It's cyberbullying and real life
Said he
bullying.
would.
I have a feeling that that's a way too simple of explanation. No way that was because of that. I'm not saying that's...
Emma, I'm quite sure.
Not trying to
you
downplay bullying,
you
but
said,
that's...
but
I think there
don't
were more
you
contributing
caused Liam's
factors.
death. There's always more to these things than meets the eye.
Ah, good guy,
It was your
James.
fault.
We can't tell Simon, please.
Simon doesn't need to know. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Alright. So that was the big secret that she was hiding. Ooh, 9 p.m. No cheats used. Oh yeah, that was in the previous one, so...
I suppose it's possible that what she said led to Liam's death, but I really doubt it. I blame the Rams.
Big brain
before I blame
stream
her.
right here. It's getting dark, huh? Alright, now we can probably go talk to Ryan. I'm surprised that I remembered that whole factoid. Oh. Why is the sad music still playing? I'm not a huge fan of that. Aha!
Would have come in handy. Don't know why I never remember to buy one.
This can be used to go into that storage room behind the pub. Behind the pub, sorry. I have to pronounce it right. Anyway, now that we're here... Yeah, we're just blazing through this game. Ah.
A few more questions, please.
So, now that you've worshipped Satan enough, can you tell me about several things, actually?
I didn't realize you were a musician.
Oh, well, I'm not really.
Oh, please. Oh, no, tell me more.
To be quite honest,
Praise
I'm
me.
far more interested in collecting guitars.
Oh, okay.
Well, I did audition. I did audition a few years ago. When I say a few years ago, of course, I mean about 20 years ago. Doesn't
Right.
time fly?
What band was that?
Ryan, you've been...
Oh, I can't remember.
How
Something
many
Stone.
glasses of that thing have
They
you
all called
drank?
something Stone. Hammerstone. That's it.
It was Blackstone,
And you
wasn't
still
it?
collect?
I haven't bought a guitar for over a year. I feel I've moved on.
No, I just murder people. But you know, you need a hobby, don't you?
Can you tell me about auto-hypnosis?
Can you perhaps elaborate
Do you use it on the
on...
course?
We dip into it occasionally, but it's not a major feature of the course. I would say that, well, a minority of the students know how to use it, but the majority wouldn't know.
The majority?
It's not a requirement of the course.
No, not at all. We don't ask people to do things that they're not comfortable with. There's no bribery, no coercion. We're thinking about phasing auto-hypnosis out, actually.
Sure.
What's the reason for that?
Well, for
Because
what
two
we
people
have to be
died.
honest with you, Inspector, it doesn't actually work very well.
Oh, really? Not a major part of the course, eh? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Students aren't coerced or bribed in any way. Yeah, so far I haven't heard anything about that. Okay.
Do you know what this is?
Well, I think it's a bag. Is it a bag, Inspector?
The shop.
Ryan,
Yes, the
please,
costume
you
shop,
fool.
Yes, we used to hire from them.
For the course?
Well, yes. For the course, at the end of each stage, we have a little party, and we ask students to dress up, try acting out being somebody new, their new selves, as it were.
Could you explain a bit more? New selves?
One of the main elements of the course is learning how to act, how to be whoever you need to be in any given situation.
Okay.
I think you'll agree, Inspector, that business is about being the right person in the right situation at the right time. What he does,
Does he really believe in that bullshit that he's spouting? Does he actually think that this...
You know, that kind of thing is surprising what a little bit of cross-dressing...
Or is he just trying to get money from
Inspector,
people?
you should try it.
Maybe he's in debt.
Not at this stage.
Okay. Wearing costumes, like masks, Yeah, well, whatever.
What do you know about your father's money-stealing stunt?
Oh. Well, yes,
Oh,
that was
yeah,
something that Dad
no.
decided to
He's a
do,
kleptomaniac.
as part of the shock aspect of the course.
But he went too far, you believe.
He usually does.
And do you think it
Yeah,
did have
he's
anything
kind of
to
a
do
villain.
with Liam's death?
No. Liam wasn't like that at all.
Maybe.
That was just a simple, unfortunate.
Yeah, he was happy,
coincidence. I mean,
you know.
Liam had his own problems, but he didn't have any problems with the money shock stunt. No.
I don't know. They're trying to outcamp each other here. Shock aspect of the course, even though students are coerced or anyway. Well, yeah, that's not really the same thing. So now, okay, this definitely is gonna catch you.
About Emma Bowman criticizing Liam before his suicide.
I was there. I witnessed it. Well,
Uh,
Emma blamed herself for his death.
Did she?
Well, she was upset and all of that, but I wouldn't blame her, Inspector. I really don't think she had anything to do with it at all.
You don't think?
Liam was a very confident person, very outgoing.
You know,
very
despite his
strong
ugly
individual,
birthmark.
or so it seemed. I mean, people are free to do what they like.
Even
something
bullying
as
people?
irreversible as bumping themselves off.
What?
Sad though that is, of course.
Yeah, very sad indeed. But okay, I thought they weren't coerced. Again, that's insulting, not coercing. So that still isn't. Liam was strong and outgoing, and I feel like Liam seemed happy. Yeah, so far nothing actually contradicts that. Guess we have to move on.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay, since we're not allowed to tell Simon. By the way, Bolo, tell me about that fast food thing you mentioned. Like, you say you hate how fast food is considered acceptable. What do you mean by that? I'm going to try Rebecca. Mass produced? Bad. I mean, yes,
Ask you a couple more
all of those things are
please.
indeed true. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of ironic, really. I mean, it's not like everybody knows it's bad for you, but everybody also, you know, agrees that not only that, you know, it should be allowed to exist, like most people at least, should be allowed to exist, and people should be able to eat it if they want, even though, you know, what is the use for society in that? I don't know.
Have you seen this before anywhere?
Well, I know the shop, costume shop just outside the
I don't think
village.
that's
Ever
the
used it?
Not personally,
biggest
but I
problem
might
in
have.
society, but of course it can be a contributing factor. Okay, sure, but the mask? Yeah, well, okay. So, Paul's
Did you
theft
know
stunt.
about Paul's money?
Yeah, the treatment of the
stealing
workers, though,
practice?
like in McDonald's or
Are you
whatever,
talking about a particular incident, or
that's
in
just straight
general?
up evil.
It's something he did on the course. Stunt.
And what did he do exactly?
Oh, well, he pretended to steal from the students.
That doesn't ring a bell. Paul's stunts usually involve throwing fancy dress parties with scantily clad girls or women
Oh.
dressed as nurses.
Oh.
That's his
Oh, he has a
usual
nurse
fetish.
fetish too.
When
Like,
was
this
the
guy
last
is just
party
full
you
of
threw?
surprises.
Sometime in the summer. I didn't stay long.
Last party Paul through sometime in the summer. Now, is that the... Nah, I don't think... I think that's a red herring. Not connected. Paul throws fancy dress parties. Okay. What do you think about Paul? Do you think he's a creep?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Okay. We got a lot of contradictions done, but it's getting harder and harder to nail them.
Just a few more questions. if
Oh
you
yeah, I
don't
forgot
mind.
to talk to Paul, but he's the final boss, so it stands to reason. Yeah, just one more thing.
Seen this anywhere before?
No.
Nope.
Okay, that's it. Bye.
Probably be back later.
This was a fruitful conversation, James. We should do this more often. Yeah, the Rand house, the Atlas Shrugged house. Brandon house.
Ask about a few more things, please.
So,
Do you think Emma's criticism of Liam on that last night led to his
oh
suicide?
yeah, I forgot to check the pub.
I doubt it helped.
Did you encourage
Yeah, the minimum
Emma
wage
to
should be
criticize
higher
him?
in
I didn't
most
encourage
countries.
Emma to do anything. I merely told her what we told
I mean,
every
should be
student
higher in all
to do,
countries, let's say,
to
probably.
express themselves
Most likely.
as they want to.
Should just be in general
It would
higher.
be out of order to criticize them after that, wouldn't it? However, I didn't
Honestly, we should go to a
expect
4-day work week.
to criticize his birthmark, if that's what it was. That's a decision she took herself.
So you didn't know her well?
No, not at all.
Hardly knew Emma, huh? And yet you say you gave the... I should... This one. No. You bought it for... Ha ha ha!
Ah.
Gotcha.
You say
You old bitch.
didn't know Emma, yet you bought her a freedom necklace.
I don't remember saying anything about buying Emma a necklace.
This is Emma's
So
necklace.
You didn't buy her one? So you did buy her one.
Oh, he's stumped.
So that means you must have
The
known
first
her
time he doesn't know what to
Oh,
say.
sure.
Stop making such a big thing about this, Inspector.
I'm just hitting on girls who are young enough to be my grandchildren.
The clock is ticking.
Whoa.
And I admit I have an embarrassing weakness for attractive women.
Gross.
It was a stupid mistake. But that's all it was.
So you're saying you tried it on with her?
No, I
You
don't
tried to
try
get it on. You tried to do the hanky-panky.
I bought her a necklace. I'm
For-
not aware that there's a law.
Yeah,
against
for no reason
supplying
whatsoever.
presents, unless, of course, the Third Reich has been elected while I was at a bridge party.
Damn, this guy is just full of
Make
Nazi
decisions
references,
for
huh?
herself. And
Goebbels,
as a matter
Third
of fact,
Reich.
She decided that she didn't want to be bothered with an old fool like me. So nothing happened, no mistakes, nobody got hurt. All right.
All right, you old pervert.
Like father, like son. No surprises there. I wonder how many students Paul has tried it on with.
Having a thing with the father and his son, right? Well, I guess the thing with Paul wasn't even really that much of a thing, but yeah, damn. So... Once tried to date Emma. What about Kate, But there's nothing really here that would indicate that, so... Still, I'm surprised that I caught that. Okay, yeah. The DVD, I haven't actually watched it, but I mean, I already knew what's in there. Anyway, let's check the pub. The back of the pub. See what's in there. Oh, there's a bunch of old fish and chips here, ain't it? Now I have the torch. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do this without it. Adventure game logic. Have to roll with it. Aha! Ahahaha! What's all this then? Fancy. Devil worshippers. James, is this you?
There's the mask symbol again. Looks like someone's been trying to make a point.
A point? Alright, the mask symbol that Ryan said he didn't know. The web is tightening. You're all gonna go to jail, every single one of you. Except, okay, maybe James and Emma are
Couple more questions.
not so guilty, but... So what's all this
Do
then?
you know what these are?
The photographs.
Oh, yes, that's my old car.
Oh.
It was vandalized. I took those for the insurance company. Where did you find
The insurance company.
You know who did this?
Yes. A girl called Lisa
Oh.
Blint. She was,
Blint.
of course, a very strange girl.
And why did she write the words devil
Okay.
worshippers all over your car?
This is getting
Well, she was a very
Getting
strange
supernatural
girl.
now?
She had a lot of psychological problems. I'm not entirely sure, Inspector. I mean, she took a dislike to the course for some particular reason.
I wonder why.
Put my finger on it. And she asked for a refund. I declined. And she
No
decided to
refunds.
spray her disapproval all over my car.
Odd thing to spray, isn't it, though? Devil
very
worshippers?
specific thing,
Well, she was a very odd girl, Inspector. Maybe she thought it was a way of getting back at us. I have no idea.
Or maybe because she summoned Satan.
Well, yes, she did, but I wasn't about to unleash Rebecca on her. She can be quite fierce sometimes, you know. And I mean, the girl wasn't vindictive. She had psychological problems.
Oh,
She
sure.
lives in the village, actually.
Kind of a running
The
thing with your
rundown
students,
house at
isn't
the
it?
end of the lane. Can't miss it.
Okay, let's visit her.
Right, thank you.
We'll see if we can nail one more contradiction before the end.
That's it for the time
Of
being,
the
thank
stream.
you.
Going pretty well though. We're at 9 PM already. I think this goes until midnight, so probably the next stream will be the last one. So is there finally something here?
Could that be where Lisa lives?
Yes.
Rundown house at the end of the lane.
Could
That's
that
what Ryan
be the
said,
thing?
wasn't it?
Here we go. Why is there ominous wind
Is it
inside
Lisa?
the house?
Yes.
Inspector Jenks, I'm investigating an incident
Scotland
in the
Yard.
village. I wonder if I could ask you a few questions.
What sort of incident?
I'd rather come in and discuss it if that's all right with you. I promise I won't take long. Thank you.
Why are we not seeing her
I'll
face?
just go in here, yes?
I have to go out in a
Oh,
minute.
she looks normal.
Oh, look, I can come back later.
I might not be here. What did you
Okay.
want to ask?
I just
There's a
wanted to ask
huge
you,
draft in your house. You might want to
did
look
you
into
know
that.
Kay Vine?
No.
Okay.
Right. Well, I heard that you're familiar with Atlas.
No.
Life skills training company.
What do you want to know about Atlas?
Devil worshippers.
I heard you reacted badly to it.
Of course I reacted badly. So would anyone.
They cost all my life
Why do you
savings.
say that?
Because they're devil worshippers.
Oh,
Devil worshippers.
They're
I
making
mean-
demons appear.
oh my god.
They're
There's a
tricking
demon
everybody.
behind
They're
you
getting
right
people
now.
to join up. Then they're putting demons inside them.
What?
You can see them.
Huh?
See who?
The demon.
Demons.
Where could you see them?
In the mirrors.
Jinx is getting very into it.
Any mirror.
Like
you can't get rid of them.
a black mirror?
They stay inside you.
Oh my god.
How did you get rid of them?
I'll show you. I didn't.
I didn't.
You still see them?
Whenever I close my eyes, I see them.
I just don't look.
Good advice.
I put all the lights on.
Cover the mirrors.
I make sure it's all bright. I put them on when I need to look in the mirror.
Oh my god.
If I make sure everything is bright, I just see myself without
This is getting real.
seeing the other person.
Or unreal, I should
Who's
say.
the other person?
Jinx is getting very into it.
She's like me, but older. It's like
Sadder.
her eyes sink in. She's
More
all
dead.
wrinkled, with a wrinkled mouth,
Dreams
like she's
dashed.
dying.
Oh my.
And then I realise I'm her. I'm not me anymore. I'm her.
Jump scare. Oh.
I'm sorry, I have to go now.
What's with this game and doors opening randomly?
I'm sorry.
Holy fuck. We didn't even have actual dialogue options with her. It's just like, just dumping this shit on us. Man.
A very fragile and disturbed person.
Okay.
And utterly convinced that Atlas are worshipping the devil. How are Ryan and Paul going to get out of this one?
Yeah, I wonder. I'm gonna try to nail one of those guys. Literally, if I must. And, oops. This is not where... Oh, man. Come on, Paul. What do you know about
Few more
devil
questions,
worship?
please.
Oh, actually, also...
Do you know what these are?
Yes, that's Ryan's car. Another toy he managed to ruin.
Just like
It was
Atlas,
vandalized
the
some
toy
time
I
ago.
gave him.
You know who did it?
I don't believe anybody
Me.
was ever prosecuted for it.
I thought it was a funny prank. Yeah, it's Lisa. We know about that already.
Do you know anything about devil worship, Paul?
I beg your pardon.
Devil
What?
worship? Satanism?
Am I missing something here?
Am I
I
on
heard
a
Atlas had
reality
elements
show of some
Satanism on the
kind?
course.
You are misinformed.
He looks
We're a
stunned.
training company, we're not devil worshippers. What kind of a question is
He's
that?
blinking a lot.
So you've no interest in the occult?
No, Inspector, I have no interest in the occult
Hold on.
any more than
Well,
I have
I mean, okay,
interest
Ryan
in
did.
pole vaulting, cheese making, or snake charming. Anything else you want to know
my
that
God.
I'm not interested in?
He's so mad.
Thanks.
He's gonna fucking kill me. Okay, no interest in the occult, but hold on a sec. No? Okay, there's so many weird things. The doll burnings, for example. Are you saying that's not occult-like anyway? Yeah. That was Ryan's idea, okay. Ideas over morality. What a great thing. What a very promising thing to hear about organization. not using the chorus anymore. I mean, sorry, wrong one. I feel like this is probably not it, though.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
This guy needs some serious jinxing. So, what about Ryan? He's easier to fuck over. The lounge.
I'll ask you a couple more things, please.
If you're not too drunk yet, could you tell me?
Has devil worship ever been part of the course?
He's
Ryan?
gonna slip up.
Am I correct in assuming that you have spoken to Lisa Blint?
Yeah, I mean, I was just
She's
here
been telling me all about the
10 minutes ago.
obsession with Satanism, Ryan.
Then if you've met Lisa Blint, then you will have worked out for yourself that she has a very vivid imagination.
Perhaps.
She also has psychological problems, diagnosed psychological problems, as a matter of
The
fact.
doctor that we
Did she
paid
get
for.
the idea that you lot were devil worshippers.
I really have no idea. The girl is insane.
Yeah, and the burning dolls, the black
Frightened of her own
mirrors.
shadow, bless her. She actually thinks that demons are possessing her.
How ridiculous!
You really can't trust a word she says.
So you are saying there has never been any devil worship at Atlas?
I don't even know what devil worship is, Inspector.
Oh,
It's
oh,
not
really?
something I
Oh, really?
particularly know
No,
anything about.
that's.
I certainly don't recall anyone ever having worshipped
We
the
got him.
devil at Atlas. We even tried to help the poor girl by paying for some treatment, but she didn't
Some
want it.
treatment.
Really?
It's not easy to offer someone help when they think that you're the problem.
He just said he was into a cult. Doesn't know anything about devil worship. But I feel like this was way back. Oh, really? Oh, really, Ryan?
So you used to read a lot about voodoo and satanic rituals.
I wrote it down, you
but
see.
You don't know anything about devil worship?
He's a fast writer.
Obviously, I just meant we don't worship the devil. We're not devil worshippers here at Atlas, Inspector.
That's totally ridiculous.
Ryan, that you claim not to know anything about it, but admitted you were obsessed with it when you were younger. Are you sure none of that made its way onto the Atlas course? And that Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything within that course?
Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything other than her own imagination, Inspector.
Shouldn't be listening to this mirror stuff before I go to bed.
We
Yeah,
do
I'm
use
going to
some
bed after this
techniques
too.
that some students find difficult.
Maybe I'll have
to
interesting dreams though.
We encourage
Maybe
them
I'll
to
be
see
Inspector
things
Jenks in
differently,
my
that's
dream.
all. And some people simply aren't up to that. Some people, like Lisa, that's why we introduced the aptitude test.
The what?
What's the aptitude test?
This.
You should have probably mentioned that sooner. I don't know.
We ask students to fill in an aptitude test, medical history, psychological issues, that kind of thing, any medication that they have used in the past, any medication that they...
Yeah, I wonder why they need to do that.
Here, take a look. Basically, it's just to try and make sure that we don't get another Lisa.
Has it worked?
Well, touch wood so far, yes.
Can I keep a copy of this?
Touch wood.
I wonder how much importance they actually give to this test. And
I know I
are
should
they
probably
doing
ask more
that's so
people about the test,
disturbing
but
anyway?
I think this is a good time to stop. We got the contradiction that we wanted. I'm curious to see what's going to happen, but I think we're going to continue this on Sunday. In the usual Sunday stream, which is at 8 or 9, depending. Sometime there. If you can make it, that'll be great. If you cannot, that's cool. Either way, thanks again. And have a good night, everyone.